All right, y'all. So, anytime you see me and you see this white sheer curtain in the background, it's about to go down. I'm about to hit you with something real. To date or not date, men or women with children. I started off on behalf of men. When I was growing up, I vowed to not date women with children. Didn't want to inherit nobody else's children. Here's why. I used to see dudes fighting over women all the time. A lot of times it was that dude who was the ex who had children with the woman, and it was the current boyfriend or husband. And sometimes they'd kill each other. So I wanted to avoid that drama. Another issue I had was the children. You go to work, bust your butt, provide food, clothing, shelter, advice, protection. And this little joker gets to a point where he or she blurts out those words, "You ain't my daddy." Boy, out of all of the issues I had, that was like one that always would stick out. Because I've heard kids say that to men who took care of them, who raised them. Now, of course, the older that you get and the more mature you become, you tend to date older and mature women, and the reality is that they're probably going to have kids. And so you understand that, and you kind of just go with it. The flip side of that coin is that you have women who say, "I don't want to date men who have children." Why? Baby mama drama. Some of them are real foul. Worst kind of baby mama? The kind who can't stand to see you happy. Can't stand to see a loving relationship, a productive, a healthy relationship. Now, when everything's going good at her crib, everything's cool. She don't have no problems. As long as she got her man, everything cool, everything straight, she don't bother you. The minute she's unhappy, she gonna bring the wrath of all unpleasantries on your ass. So another thing is the woman who tries to take the money out of the pot. A lot of these dudes have to deal with child support. Women don't want to have to deal with it. They don't want to have to deal with having to have money taken out of their bank accounts for their household to give to somebody else to support their needs and their wants and habits. So I get that. Then a lot of times, just like with men who have children, the women have to deal with little unruly kids who might someday tell them, after they've nurtured them and protected them and made all these sacrifices for them, "You ain't my mama." So I get it. But I have to say this. What if the roles were reversed? You see, there's a good chance that if you meet that single guy who don't have any kids, at some point, your relationship is going to fail. It could happen. If it did happen, how would you feel if a man told you, "You know what, you're great, got a lot of integrity, you're a beautiful woman, you got a lot going for you, but the damn kids, I can't stand no damn woman with kids. I can't mess with you." How would you feel? So the reality is that if you keep waking up, chances are, or there's a good chance, that you could end up being that person who you despised, that person who's single with kids, looking for somebody to accept you as you are and not judge you based on the amount of kids you have. Now, I understand these situations when dudes out here just breeding and got kids all over the place, man. I wouldn't advise no woman to put herself in that position. But some dudes out here are actually better off mentally, financially, and every other way than some guys who don't have kids. Some of these guys who have kids are much better providers, much better lovers, better thinkers, better protectors. A lot of them just got their shit together. So, if I were you, I wouldn't limit myself and judge that book by its cover. I'd open it up and read a few pages, maybe even cover a couple of chapters before I make that decision. Now, what I'd like y'all to do, since this is a very real topic, and I can guarantee you, at least every other friend that you have has to deal with this. Go ahead, share. Share the video, leave your comments below. No more talk.